Another female dating guru gets exposed. And now it's getting exposed for being a fake doctor. Just listen to her explain her doctorate and how bogus it actually is. And I went to college, so I know how this works, and I'll walk you through exactly what it is when you do have a doctorate and the documentation that you should have.
The conversation about your doctorate because people can't find your dissertation online. How are you responding to that in this new era of your life?
I'm going to clear it up once on here. I'm not doing it again. And I'm clearing it up for my doc squad, for my fan base, for my audience who deserve to hear me address it. For the folks who have already made up their mind to not like me or not understand me, listen, I don't give a fuck what your narrative is. I would like for you to recreate it, double down on it, and run that shit. Because I don't
Delusion is a terrible disease.
give a fuck about it. Now, to my doc squad, my fan base, my folks, you know, my village, it's very simple. I went to a school, Argosy University, completed an entire program. I went back online to get my official transcripts because I was applying to a law school many years ago to be a professor there. And I had to provide my transcripts, right, to get hired. And I went to contact the school and say, hey, I need my official transcripts. I need my entire thing. And there was no school. I was like, okay, I'm confused. I Google. It says this school has been shut down. I said, oh, well, they got to have records.
Doesn't matter if the school shut down, you can still get your transcripts, stupid.
I mean, they were accredited when I attended the school. They were accredited when I finished the program. I go and look, there is a third party that has the records. Why I contact the third party, that third party only holds records for 2 years. I was past.
Lies.
You're a liar!
Just lying, bro.
Past my 2 years. So that means that I had no access to records. And then I contacted, financial aid. You can't make up financial aid. It shows that I paid for a doctoral program alongside my master's program and my undergrad program. And they said, we can fully refund you your money under one circumstance. We give you your money back. You don't get credit for not a class, a course, a program you took in this university, at this institute.
Okay, yeah, see, that would never happen, bro. And I have a bachelor's degree. I know guys that went through master's programs. Your dissertation's like public online information. If you have written a dissertation, you've gone through it, you should be able to find it. It's not just something that disappears into the ether and the abyss. She's lying through her teeth right now. She's even got the doc chain, bro.
Dude. So, do you want us to refund you? Or do you want us not?
Yeah. Let me just call up the school I went to and be like, hey, do you guys have my documentation? Oh, you don't? You're going to give me a refund? It doesn't work like that.
No, because I didn't want to risk the chance of them saying, well, we're going to give you back your money, and it wipes out your entire program. Luckily, I had, I do this with all of the schools. I had downloaded from the actual student portal my transcripts at that time, and I was able to get just about all of my transcripts, including up to like dissertation. But everything else, there's just no holding take for any of our records, which I think is completely effed up.
They are going to kill you online this week. They're going to say she has no records.
Yeah, she's got nothing. Like, she's just a liar. And she's found a really good way to lie about it.
Want to hate you regardless.
No, that's fine.
Even though I wouldn't consider it really good. But if you're stupid enough to believe this woman, I guess you deserve what's coming to you.
It's not even that there's no records that I don't. The school had a third party that carried the records only for a limit of 2 years. So it's not me. It's any student that attended Argosy. But again, it doesn't, how can I say it? It doesn't affect me because if I chose to go get a license as an LMFT, I have my master's in marriage and child therapist. I have my hours. I can just take that and say, hey, let me submit these for licensure, and I want to go sit for my exam, and I'll have to do a study. I don't need a doctorate in counseling psychology to go get licensed as a therapist. That's what we're all missing.
You got a book right here. It says Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. She's as much as a doctor as Dr. Dre. What are you talking about? You don't need the credentials. You don't need anything. You don't need the doctorate. Why are you repping it then? What?
They say the reason that you don't get questioned or tested as much is because of your quote-unquote looks.
I said this last time I was on, you might be my alter ego brother. Because some of the stuff you say is just right up the alley of what needs to be addressed. So there's pretty privilege, and I've learned that there's pretty punishment. And I didn't really understand that term until I got into my field. And I want to say this, I've been in my field for 18 years. I didn't get into this field to become famous, to become a celebrity. I got in this field because
You got into this field to make a whole lot of money off of lonely women. That's what you did.
a little girl from the inner city who was tenacious and determined to make it out. And I had a lot of broken pieces in
Just shut up.
And when God provided me tools that helped me take my broken pieces and make peace from it, go from my wilderness into my promised land, which I talk about in my book, Live Your Promise.
Right. This is why I'm saying, just because you can make your struggle and the things you have mentally going on, if you can just make it sound good, doesn't justify it, in my opinion. That's why therapy, in the chat, put a 1 in the chat if you agree. This is why therapy is just so bogus for me sometimes, bro. Chat, this is really random, but have you ever had your identity stolen? Unfortunately, your personal data is probably already out there, and it's more than likely being passed around more than a 304. Your address, your phone number, your financial info, even your social security number can be bought and sold online without your consent. I mean, I had somebody try to steal my identity from my info on PetSmart when I was trying to book Loki a bath, so I know how much this sucks. And here's the really scary part. Even if you want to protect yourself, it's almost impossible to remove everything online manually. You would have to track down hundreds of data brokers, submit individual requests, even if you can figure out how to do that, and then just keep repeating the process because your data can just pop back up again. That's exactly why I partnered with Colognes. Colognes automatically tracks down and removes all your personal information from data brokers, people search sites, online directories, and even commercial databases. And it's completely automated, so you don't have to lift a finger. And if your information ever shows up in their system that they didn't catch, Colognes has a custom removal feature. Just copy and paste the link, and their team of experts will handle the rest. It's really just that easy. Because here's the truth. If they can't find you, they can't scam you. So take back control of your personal data with Colognes. Use code NICS in the link below to get 60% off the annual plan. Go protect your data. Because here's my thing, dude. With the whole therapy situation is, therapy helps people put smart words and phrases. And like she's like, I took my wilderness and made it into that. And I took the pieces of me and made them peace. It makes you take these things, make them sound smart and elegant or eloquent, and then it kind of justifies your problems. Just because it sounds good doesn't mean I'm buying it, bro. Like this lady right here is just proof that you can wrap it in shiny tinsel and nice wrapping, and people will buy it. But now we're finding out what's on the inside of that box, and it's just trash because it's a lie.
I thought, wait a minute, I got to make sure I give everybody I come in contact with these principles, because everyone deserves that freedom and that healing that I'm experiencing, what I call God's peace. All right. And so with that, people got a whiff of it. And,
I got a whiff of it, and it smells like
the fan base. The folks made me famous, made me a celebrity. I did not grow up and say, hey, I want to listen, I'm a good looking woman. I've had access to the industry for my entire life. If I wanted to be famous, I would have went maybe the actress route or the modeling route. Easy call for me. So none of that. No one goes to college and gets multiple degrees to say, I want to be famous. Now, do I love it here? Yeah, I love it. I'm grateful for it. I appreciate it. If folks would focus on, Doc, how did you create your own lane? I don't want to be you, but damn it, I want my own lane to occupy. I would give them the tools like I'm doing in my book, Live Your Promise, about how I did it, how I went from the hood to the hills. Was it hard? Yeah. Is it possible? Absolutely. Am I the only one that can do it? Hell no.
Yeah, you just got to scam your way to the top. That's it. Just lie, cheat, steal degrees. Like, stealing a degree like that is basically stolen valor on the academic level. Like, you're stealing a collegiate certification that there's a lot of people that have had to work really hard to get that certification of doctor. And now I believe, and then chat, put a 1 in the chat if you agree. I believe a lot of these degrees are absolute, just, they're dumb.
Stupid.
Like, I have a doctorate in gender studies. How do you got a doctorate in gender studies? There's 2 genders, dude. Why do you need a doctorate in that? What are you talking about? I did my dissertation on underwater vascular weaving. What a waste of time. What a waste of complete time. And this lady right here is full of copium. She may be overdosing on it, actually.
The tools I use, if you apply it, you will get the same result. Just like baking a cake.
Some people are like, well, how can she tell me about my...
Okay, that is so cap. That's like me. This is where I kind of hit this. I hit this conundrum because I have a lot of people call in. They call in and they're like, Levi, I want to be a YouTuber. And really the best advice I can give anybody is post every day for a year. And that's like a baseline of where to start. Because the problem is, dude, is if you try to like create a rubric of what you should do, and try to get other people to recreate your success, they're not you, and it may not work every time. And I tell guys not to reinvent the wheel. So like this whole thing of her being like, well, you just do what I do and you'll just be rich and famous. You'll make a lot of money and you can sell books. That to me is so bogus. If anybody's telling you, hey, buy this and you'll be rich, already just don't believe them. That's why the only things I've done, if you go to my website, the only things I've done is I've done like ebooks that are short and sweet and to the point, because that's the way I like to consume information. I've had so many people reach out to me, Creator Academy, Udemy, all these, like, create a course. Dude, you can make a lot of money. You charge $2,000 for a course. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, but it just doesn't feel right, because I could be teaching you all this information and it still couldn't work for you. And how much of an a-hole would I look like if I was making you pay $2,000 or $1,000 for a course and you did all of it and it didn't work? You just look like a scam artist. And so she's sitting there saying that you can do all this stuff and you can be successful and you just got to do what I did. That's such a lie, bro. Such a lie.
You're a liar!
Such a lie. And this isn't the only place she's been exposed. She got exposed on some like news show.
I've earned the title. I have multiple degrees, and I'm not going to prove anything to anybody. My obedience is to God, not to people. And so
I always pull it to the religious hierarchy, so you have to negate responsibility. Makes sense.
as long as I'm in his will and I'm serving and I'm doing his, his word, my sheep will know my voice. Even the sheep in wolf clothing. That is not my battle.
Well,
That's
with the
his.
questions that are out there, why not provide the proof of your degree? Why not?
Well, a couple of things, right? I have multiple degrees, and my thing is that my proof isn't something that I have to prove to individuals.
I mean, you should have to, if you're repping doctor, you should have to provide the information. Like, chat, put a 1 in the chat if you agree. If you're repping doctor, you should be able to say what that is, right?
My proof is already within my credentials, my degrees, and also more than just my titles, it's in how effective I've been. All of my sessions have been live for the most part.
That doesn't matter.
My sessions with Nick Cannon, Cam Newton, Shannon Sharp, B. Simone, they have all been for the world to see, right? So no one knew who Dr. Bryant was.
Okay. Well, my YouTube channel's public. So does that mean I'm a doctor? I want you guys to start calling me Dr. Nichs from now on.
Prior to seeing all of my sessions that were live, and they deemed it, as well as I did before they did it, they can't validate me, I validated myself, they deemed it as my work being effective. I am effective at what I do. I'm educated and
I'm also effective at what I do, but I don't need to say I'm a doctor. Kevin Samuels was effective at what he did, but he didn't claim to be a doctor.
I'm successful in my lane, and I'll land on this. I created my own lane. And so a lot of times when
No, you didn't. The lonely women lane has been a thing for a long time. The women, like, don't settle lane has been a very open and wide open lane, like a lot of these women, for a long time.
when people see that you created something that maybe they couldn't, admiration turns into envy. And you got to be okay. And you got to be okay with that in that
as an
space.
attack. But I think, and I've gotten this question from many viewers, and I owe it to them.
You
in
do.
service to
Absolutely.
them. Why not drop doctor from your name if you cannot bring forth the doctoral degree?
So I've already covered this, right? And we're here obviously to talk about my new book. So I've earned the title. I have multiple degrees, and I'm not going to prove anything to anybody. And we're going to leave it just as that. Yeah.
Dr. Cheyenne Bryant.
Baby, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant.
And that's where, and you're standing by that.
Standing by it. Yeah,
right.
Because I earned it. Absolutely.
She's like, okay. Some of the comments are, you are absolutely required to provide proof. Refusing that high five gave me everything I needed. All the people she said she counseled were literally podcast interviews. I'm screaming. That's what I'm saying. And she calls people her sheep. She's like, these are my sheep. I was like, what? Actually, this is inspiring my rebrand. Definitely adding doctor to my name as well. She's done absolutely nothing.
6
So this is unreal, bro.
separate degrees, 3 doctorates, 0 proof. There is a video on Club Shay Shay where Dr. Cheyenne Bryant explicitly states that she has 6 separate degrees.
I ran into 6 degrees, 3 doctorates, a master's degree.
And out of those 6 separate degrees, 3 of those are doctorates.
I ran into 6 degrees, 3 doctorates, a master's degree, a house.
She has been a
This is what grinds my gears. Modern women think that degrees mean you're high value. It doesn't. Put a 1. We have a lot of men that watch. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree. As a man, we do not care about your degrees. We don't care. We could care less. Your degrees are meaningless to us. You know what? We do care about your femininity. Are you fit, feminine, friendly, cooperative, submissive, no kids, should have been nice, should have bought a Honda, put it on a t-shirt? That's what we really care about. We care about what's on that scale and what's in the mirror. We don't care about your degrees. I don't care if you're smart. I don't need a smart woman. I need a submissive, feminine woman. And the problem with women like this is Dr. Faulkner, I'm going to call her Faulkner because it's a fake doctor. She's basically telling women, hey, go get your degree and you'll be higher value. We see this all the time. I've watched Kevin Samuels for a long time. So many women get on there thinking that their value raises as they get a degree. Hey, girl, go get that degree. You'll be higher value. We don't care. It matters nothing to us. It's just like what a woman does for a living. We would marry a woman on fries at Burger King, but ladies would never marry a man on fries at Burger King. Your degree doesn't matter to us. It adds no value to a man.
Doctoral candidate 3 separate times. And 3 separate times she is unable to find the transcripts proving that she completed said degree. You're telling me this woman has the intellect to sit down and obtain 6 separate degrees, but does not have the intellect to follow through to show proof of her credentials that she's loudly stating on various platforms. 6 separate degrees, 3 doctorates, 0 proof.
Right.
Make that shit make sense, because 2 + 2 = 4.
Well, see, the thing is, if you have 3 doctorates, you should have 3 dissertation defenses, and those are public. And it just reminds me, I'm really not living up to my lying potential. I'm not lying enough to my full potential. I need to be lying a little bit better. Somebody said in the comments, I believe her. I was a pilot at Spirit Airlines from 2020 to 2026, and I can't prove it because the airline shut down this year. Y'all would hate to see my resume. I'm 100% chief of surgery at Gray Sloan Hospital. Did my internship under that one and only Dr. McSteamy. She ran into them now. She can't say, like, bro, her career. I'm hoping her career's cooked. It's just like, what's her nuts? What was her nuts name? The chick that was like, I'll suck your penis or something. I can't even remember her name. But we exposed her a while back. Well, so many people exposed her. Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. What a freaking idiot, dude. Dumb as a bag of dildos. Good Lord. I just don't see how you expose yourself like this and don't even think like, oh, I should probably like be a little bit smarter and be able to prove this. So I don't get how you're this dumb. Okay, here we go. This is her on Shannon Sharp, I believe.
Times I think of all ages, people get stuck in, well, I don't know where I'm going. Mm-hmm. What's my purpose? All you really need to know, Shannon, is that I don't want to fucking be here. I don't want to be here. And that day that I realized that, I put my track shoes on, even though people see heels every day now.
Oh, you put the shoes on, huh?
She's a runner, she's a track star.
My track shoes are still on. I'm never taking them off. Right. And I ran as far as I could. I ran into 6 degrees, 3 doctorates, a master's degree, a house at 19, my first home, a daycare at 19, 3 retail stores on Merrill's.
Well, damn, you were the professional student.
But I was a professional student for a long time and entrepreneur.
What?
You're a liar!
What? I have multiple degrees? Bro, she's getting cooked. She is getting absolutely cooked online. This is sad. Absolutely sad. She's just lying. It's all lies. How did you get a doctorate only 2 years after your master's degree? All right, let's see here. These are like screenshots from Twitter. Dr. Bryant, got my cap and gown. Post-graduation. Master of Science in Counseling, Marriage, Family, and Child Therapy. Okay. Currently in the PhD program. It's killing me, but your post helps me stay motivated. Dr. Bryant is in the house. I think she's just repping it, but it's not real. It's fake. What is this? The Hope app? What is this?
A professional, high-level professional woman. I have to live by the ideology of what my clients and what my fan base feels. So I have to live in dogma. I don't get an opportunity to be exactly who I am. I don't get an opportunity to have a day off. I don't get an opportunity to say, listen, I'm Dr. Bryant 90% of the time on stage, in session, on the pod, on social media. So I have to stay in my CB estate, in my resort-style home, and be Cheyenne there. I can't come out of you guys' box. I have to live in dogma.
Oh, well, God, oh my God, poor baby. How does one even live? How does one even live? That poor baby. That poor baby. How does she do it? All right, let's get into some comments to a previous episode. This is unreal. How many women are we going to have to expose for just lying about who they are and what they do? How many times?
Chat.
This is from the other day's video. Women are left stunned as millions of men are deliberately choosing singleness. What do we got here? We are alone, not lonely. Huge difference. I agree. I put a 1 in the chat if you agree. I believe a lot of men can be alone and not lonely, whereas women, they're lonely and not alone. They don't approach rattlesnake and explosives for similar reasons. The male loneliness epidemic was a phrase invented by feminists to shame men. I can't stop laughing because my younger female coworkers complain about this all the time. My response is always, you spent years telling men that they were creepy if they so much as glanced your way. Of course they aren't going to approach women. They say my opinion is invalid because I'm already a married woman. And I just laugh and say, yep, I'm married because I was open and respectful, which allowed me to meet an amazing man. Shout out to you. There's a male loneliness epidemic, then there must be a female loneliness pandemic, right? I agree. I went from chasing to ignoring to avoiding. We are not alone. We are at peace. Women don't realize they may not be what men want. I think it's 6. She opened her legs and she went to blame him. She had the choice to keep her legs closed. Facts. Coitus is a two-way street. Being alone and being lonely are not the same thing. Dinner and a movie is $200. Why the hell would I approach a bill? Man, I am far from lonely. I just don't have a girlfriend. I have friends that are girls, but my time is spent riding motorcycles, working out, bonfires, grilling, shooting guns, and being in the woods. Relationships are simply not worth the effort anymore. I've been single 10 years now and have never been happier. There's a big difference between being alone and being lonely. See, so a lot of you guys agree with me on that. I married my gaming PC decades ago and have always been happy. That's good. Continue to hold the line, boys. Remember, the only ones making videos, complaints are about us. As a married guy for almost 4 years, I met my wife around 2012 when dating wasn't crazy as now. There's a male loneliness epidemic, but it only affects married men. Imagine calling people R words and creeps for 25 years, and then after 25 years, you wonder why they don't approach you. Yeah, no, 100%. I think that the way women have been talking about men are starting to become radicalized, and they're radicalizing a generation because if you keep calling men these derogatory terms and keep saying they're one thing, then they will turn around and start doing those things. They will start making you eat your words. That's one thing about men. Women, I feel like will just, eat it, whatever. You can call us crazy, whatever, but they're delusional enough to kind of keep going through the motions. But, as men, we realize that if you're going to keep saying something, then we are going to, we're going to change. We're going to change. All right, let's see here. Let's get off into the Twitter and let's see, or the X, whatever you want to call it. X, Twitter, I don't even know. Let's see what we got here. What do we have? Yeah, dude, somebody's like, the chain should have been a dead giveaway. Dr. Bryant, dude, if you're a doctor, you don't rep it like that, bro. You just don't rep it like that. Just lying about, I just don't get it. Lying about her credentials so hard. It's just, she's doing it to try to get a sense of superiority so people buy her book and so she can just pander and make a lot of money. It's like the worst thing you could do is sit there and just lie to people. But they don't see a problem in it. She's lying to everyone. She doesn't even see a problem in it. She's like, oh, still buy my book. Buy my book. Buy my book. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I'm, lying about anything. All right, apparently these are softball questions. Here we go.
What decade was World War I?
What decade? Was it in the 1920 to 1930? Yeah, maybe. 1930, 1940?
1810. Okay.
1760. The first World War.
Yeah.
1700.
World War II. What was the primary decade of World War II?
1940 to 1950, right?
1860.
1860. World War II.
1850.
1950s.
What is 34 plus 66?
Isn't this 100?
34 plus 66.
Yes. 34 plus 66.
97.
97, okay.
Definitely 101.
101, okay.
Yeah.
K-Dog.
These women are old enough to sell their bodies online and vote. This is crazy work.
101, okay. 100 minus 66.
34.
44.
100 minus 34.
60.
Wait, 26 plus 50, so 26 plus 5, 6, 76. Is that right?
Oh my god. Oh my god, it's so good. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is great. You have to love it. You have to love it. Unreal. So this is the moment that Sunny Hostin learns she's actually a descendant of slave owners. So this is the chick from The View that's always like, we deserve reparations and stuff like that. So let's see what she says.
Wow. I'm a little bit in shock. I just always thought of myself as Puerto Rican, you know, half Puerto Rican. I didn't think I was, my family was originally from Spain and slaveholders.
Yeah.
Pay your reparations, give up your home.
So how are you feeling, my friend?
I think it's actually pretty interesting that my husband and I have shared roots.
Yeah.
So I do appreciate that. And I think it's great for our children to know this information. I guess it's a fact of life that this is how some people made their living.
Oh, now it's okay? But you was talking about reparations and stuff in the past. Now it's cool? Now it's fine? What do you mean? She's all about reparations and all this stuff, and then now she find out she's Puerto Rican. Or she's got descendants of slave owners. You gotta love it. You really have to love it. Just the hypocrisy of it all, the lying. I can't. You can't make this stuff up, dude. Oh my god, you can't make this stuff up. Let's see what else we have here. Let's go to my bookmarks. You guys been doing all right today? You guys doing good? What are you guys doing today? Is everybody working? What's going on? Let's see here. All right, this can't be real. This can't. POV: your wife forgets her phone is still screen sharing after watching a movie and starts texting the guy she met on Tinder. Can't wait to see you tonight. Me too, baby. Does he think you're still going out with the girls? What a douche. Yeah, obviously he has no idea. He's so effing oblivious.
What you doing?
Just texting Rachel.
And she's a big back?
Big back, big back.
I think we're gonna go over to why?
Just curious. So
She looks like a frog.
not going. We're just streaming the movie on.
My life is full, but I'm missing a little bit of mischief. I'm a firm believer that the best parts of life happen behind closed doors when you're getting your back blown.
Looking for short-term fun. Okay. I feel you, honey. I feel you, honey. Good Lord. Don't even know what to say. Oh, I saw this one. Is this what you guys are having to deal with on the dating apps right now? Layla, 31. Looking for a casual friends with benefits. Okay, starting off strong. Open to a relationship, but currently comfy being single as well. HSV2+. No outbreaks in 2-ish years. Otherwise STI/STD free. Last test 3/4 of 25. Only free to hang out if you believe in freeing What? Just exposing herself for having herpes. Good Lord, bro.
Last night I had a man come up to me and say, "Wow, you look really good for your age." I'm 25.
You're 25? You look 40.
It was a 35-year-old man.
You look 40? Like, chat, doesn't she look 40? She looks old. I think we have an aging epidemic amongst these women. They're getting so much filler, Botox, cheek stuff, buccal fat removal, that it's starting to make them look really old. It's starting to make them look really old. Isn't that right, Lokes? Free? Sit. Free. Go to your place. I don't know what that is, but I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It's always good to have you guys out, man. Until next time, peace. Hey, and for a limited time only, you can go and enroll in my new course, Dr. Nichs Love Matchmaking Course. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Oh my God. I don't even know what to say. I'm trying to come up with a color for the real ones to put in the comments. Let's see. We have the we're black a lot, so we'll do black. Let's see here. Let's do black. It's a word that starts with a B, so I can get some alliteration. Help me out in the chat. Chat, help me out. Let's do Black Lagoon. Random. I was gonna try some alliteration, but I just couldn't come up with anything. Blackbird. Here we do Blackbird. Blackbird in the comments if you stuck around this long, or Blackbird in the chat if you stuck around this long. But I appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow, man. Peace.